There was a time in my life when everything I cared about fell apart. I was 34, living in a small apartment in Chicago, working as an assistant manager at a retail store. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. I had a wife, a beautiful daughter, and a routine that made sense. Until the winter of 2020 changed everything. The pandemic had already created cracks in our lives. But I was holding everything together. Or at least, I thought I was. One cold Monday morning, I received a call from the store's regional office. The company was downsizing, and my position had been eliminated. Just like that. No warning, no severance, no second chance. 13 years of loyalty gone in a 5-minute Zoom call. I sat in silence for an hour. My daughter, Lily, was doing online school in the next room. My wife, Emma, was on her laptop working remotely. I didn't know how to tell them. And when I did, everything started to spiral. The stress seeped into our home like a slow leak. I applied for jobs every day, but rejection emails became part of my daily routine. Emma tried to be supportive, but over time, even love starts to feel the weight of unpaid bills, cancelled plans, and sleepless nights. 3 months in, Emma told me she was tired. Not just of the situation, but of us. She said she needed space. I didn't argue. I had no energy left to fight. She took Lily and moved in with her sister in Ohio. Suddenly, I wasn't just unemployed, I was alone. I stopped calling friends. I stopped answering texts. I let the dishes pile up, skipped meals, slept through the day. I didn't recognize the man I was becoming. One night, I stood in front of the bathroom mirror, staring at the mess I had become, overgrown beard, hollow eyes, unwashed clothes. I asked myself, is this it? Is this how it ends? But something inside me refused to give up. It wasn't loud or heroic. It was small. Just a whisper, get up. The next morning, I opened the blinds. For the first time in weeks, sunlight filled the room. I made coffee, shaved, took a shower, and cleaned the kitchen. I didn't feel like a new man, but I felt alive. I wrote down 3 things I was grateful for. 1, I had a roof over my head. 2, I had a healthy daughter. 3, I had one more chance today. That list became my anchor. I took small steps. I applied for jobs with less ego and more humility. I took a part-time delivery gig with a local restaurant. I started walking every evening just to clear my mind. One evening, I walked past a local community center and saw a flyer for a support group called Starting Over. I went in. That room saved my life. Men and women of all ages, each broken in their own way, sat in a circle sharing their truths. Some had lost jobs, some had lost homes. Others had lost family, but no one had lost hope. Not completely. That group reminded me I wasn't alone. That pain is part of the process. That healing takes time. Slowly, things began to shift. I got promoted to a supervisor role at the restaurant. I started saving. I reached out to Emma, not to fix things, but to apologize and listen. She told me she saw the change in me. We started talking weekly, just about Lily at first, but it was a start. I began volunteering at the community center, helping others write resumes and practice interviews. It felt good to be needed again. It felt good to matter. A year later, I stood on the same sidewalk where I once saw that flyer. I had a job, an apartment, and most importantly, peace. I wasn't the same man who lost everything. I was better. Emma and I aren't back together, not yet. But we are trying. Lily visits every other weekend, and we've found laughter again. And every morning, I still write 3 things I'm grateful for. Moral of the story: sometimes life breaks you so it can rebuild you stronger. Rock bottom isn't the end, it's the foundation for a new beginning. Don't be afraid of losing everything. Be afraid of losing yourself. Because as long as you're breathing, you still have the power to change your story.